what I would say, you hook me up to a polygraph, you put them on whatever all these teams you guys are thinking about. I think the Sixers would beat those teams. Now, am I right? That's just my opinion. And I would sell. That would.
Well,
be
I would hope that would be your opinion.
Well, no, but like, okay, well, it is. I mean, you could say I'm being biased.
No, I'm saying what other
no, of course not.
But
if Embiid stayed healthy, I probably agree.
But I would bet on that. Like that's part of the.
He did say his knee is the as I mentioned earlier.
But you have to bet on other players of the team that you know. There's a lot of stuff that's when you look at all the teams, you go. There's histories of concern everywhere. All these teams.
There's always
like,
a weak
people pick on Joel, but like I can't do this, but you can look at all the other teams and go, well, what about that guy? What about
there's
this
pros
guy?
and cons going to be everywhere.
But my thing, I would say, all you can say from somebody representing a team, well, all I would say is win. Like this is the best chance to win. If you're talking about the Sixers, if he was here, I'd say I honestly believe this is your best chance to win. You have to decide all the other things that are equally important because it's his life, right? He has to play. He has to face the scrutiny of his decision. Half the people will say you should have done this or should have done that, and they'll criticize him for whatever, which is his life. So he's been through all that. What I would just say is, if it's about winning, and that let's talk about this team because you can win here in Philadelphia. If you want to talk about other stuff, about what's this guy like, what's that? By the way, he knows players, a lot of them better than I do. Their games. This is a guy that probably watches more basketball than anybody understands. Like
that's a fact.
He's not just playing, and he's probably watching the game in February that nobody's watching. So he knows. Not only does he know the guys, he knows how they play.
I hate to do this, Bob, but I'm going to make the pitch for LeBron in Philadelphia now.
Oh God,
I hate to do this because Knicks just won the championship, the whole thing. But I don't think Philadelphia gives him the best chance to win. I think Minnesota does. Mm-hmm. I don't think Philadelphia is the best market for him to play in. I think New York is. I don't think but there are markets that would be at least as appreciative of the win of a championship if he helped bring it as Philadelphia. But if you're talking about a combination of all things, they give him a very good chance to win. It's a major market on the Eastern Seaboard that he has not played in. The fans in Philly will love you forever if you win a championship. When you combine, like I think Minnesota gives him a better chance to win, but that's not the same market as Philadelphia.
Right. Yeah.
Like I think that New York is a better market, but maybe they won't love him as much because they just won a championship.
But I think, I don't know, you guys know, is it what's harder to get to the finals, the East or the West?
The East won the last two.
Okay, just say, look, what do you think?
I think
the
year?
East won. No, the East won the last one.
Where is it harder to get to the
finals?
Hold on, wait a minute. The East won two out of the last three. However, in the one that the West won, it went 7 games. At halftime, it was tied, and the best player on the Eastern Conference team got hurt. And that's the only one they've won by the skin of their teeth with a big butt there, a bit, So I don't know. Like when a healthy Pacers team, the Knicks, Boston, Philly, it's kind of rough in the East.
I think
Miami got a lot better.
So when you're looking
Detroit.
At him,
but the top 2 in the West are a lot.
I mean, look again. I'm not LeBron's basketball brain is. He knows the answer better. If I asked that, he would have an opinion that I would say, well, that makes sense because he's not. He knows. So whatever place he chooses, I think all I could talk about would be winning and organizationally support. But if there's other reasons, it's completely fine.
It's like you're on a show like The Bachelor or something, and you're trying to get the girl, and everyone's going the hard sell, and you're doing the soft sell.
Well, it doesn't matter honestly, let's be honest. Whatever I say...
I've never seen The Bachelor, but I assume that's how it works, right?
Max, whatever I say doesn't really matter to what he's going to do.
Right.
Let's be honest. And I'm okay saying that.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
No.
So it doesn't matter what I say.
But the fact that Bob is there at the top means that you have
I don't know.
Rich always talks
Bob
about
is my friend.
Right, but what I'm saying is, Rich, in terms of your analysis and counsel, you think that human capital at the top of organizations is important, right? In terms of setting the culture.
No, absolutely, yes. Yeah, that's
very
important.
Again, like like I said this at the start, whatever you guys decide,
He decides.
Whatever okay. He would whatever he decides. He's well equipped to make the decision, right? This isn't an 18-year-old.
No.
This isn't a 25-year-old.
And we don't care about what somebody else.
Yeah, he doesn't.
To say,
I mean, if like I said this before, he's 41. He has grown children. He's won championships.
I
He's
would
scored.
love for him to be in the league when he becomes a grandfather. Be amazing.
What?
What are you
Be amazing. Well, he has grown kids, right? So he could become a grandfather.
So
could you imagine? I asked you the other day, Jaylen Brown, the acquisition of Jaylen Brown. Who said it has LeBron's attention? Someone on ESPN, either Wendy or maybe it was Shams.
This is
and you said,
every time something comes out, Max is calling me, Rich. Well, they said this.
Max is doing.
I'm like,
and you said,
I'm gonna call you
right?
From now on.
Yeah, I'm doing my job. And you said, of course, that has LeBron's attention. You said it on this show. Of course, it has LeBron's attention. You acquired Jaylen Brown. That's a good thing, not a bad thing. Right?
That's a great thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Zach Lowe said, look, I'm not saying that you need to be slavish to the advanced analytics, but there are a handful of players in the league where all of the advanced analytics say this guy's not as good as you think he is. Mm-hmm. And Jaylen Brown is one of those guys. What do you say to that?
So I'll ask you, you both can answer. This is easy. Of those Warrior teams, guess who rated not great analytically his whole career, or all the time?
Steph.
No, he's good.
Oh, Draymond.
You said guess.
Nope.
Well, Draymond, I know what the analytics don't love.
No. He's good. Defensively, it's like
Clay?
off the charts. Clay. Oh. Think about that. Clay never rated well analytically. And tell me what kind of player Clay Thompson is.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. We don't win without Clay Thompson. So,
of course.
The thing about analytics is kind of like people go all the way too far one way or all the way, I don't listen to analytics, or all that matters is analytics. It's neither. If you and I are having a conversation, this is where you have to look at some things and go, yeah, that says that. But by the way, I don't know how you get finals MVP if you're not a good basketball. I don't even know how
I don't think anyone's
possible.
saying he's not
good.
good.
No, I understand. Very good.
Yeah.
Like very good. And by the way, forget about, you know what you should look at Jaylen Brown and evaluate is winning.
Yeah, of course.
That's the analytics. Winning.
Yeah.
His team's won.
Yeah, 100%.
The Celtics right now they've got one championship in the last, but you know how many times they've been to the Eastern Conference Finals?
But they won his rookie season.